place.
It was 9/10 of a second with the chasing group.
Corner, not the last corner.
The riders went so wide there. You just saw, I think it was Mount.
Yeah, because he drifts wide, he goes up the inside, which
crossed the finish line that time around piece. They closed in by a 10th, but look at Brian out front. He went up the inside of everybody once again. Morelli, so that was the point I'm making. You know, fastest rider on track, but you got.
Which is fantastic. We love that. That's a bit of drama. But you know, now he's back again. He's been passed by.
Thinking, no way, I'm absolutely going for it. Last time around, he set a 146.8, but actually make some passes as Mike Yu goes onto the gravel there. Well, Morelli will certainly make a pass there because he goes up the inside of him.
All of them.
It's all going to end in tears if they're not careful through Curvone, Peter. Goodness. The fastest rider on track, Peter, is Joel Pons, back in 19th place at 145.9. He's alongside David Gonzalez, now yesterday's second place finisher.
And great to see the 45 of Kami. No, it's going to end with Brian Uriarte running away with this race because they're just mucking each other up about.
Yeah. So actually, there's a lot of pace in hand here for the riders. But do they want to burn up their tyres too quickly or not?
AJ Moynihan, the 18-year-old South African there at the back of that group, he's learning a lot.
A couple of riders switched. He went to the outside. A couple of other riders went to the inside, and I think he lost a place or.
Well, Joel Pons, you know, he's had a lousy season and a half in Rookies Cup so far, but he was sixth, running a faster pace than I've seen him all season.
Brilliant stuff from Mondignane. Come on, that's the kind of two off the line. But as we come through turns 5 and 6 then, all relatively safe.
In FP2, made a complete mess of qualifying, didn't get a toe, but certainly he has pace round here. If he's
improvement we like to see as well. As we look back towards the front, Danish overtakes briefly through at that point. Onto the little short back straight we come. Uriarte, Pratama, Gonzalez mid.
If his FP pace is anything to go by, so it would be great to see Pons.
Mounsey, another rider making big improvements for their second year. Up through Arabiata 2 we come. So it's Arnie, near enough the same as yesterday's podium.
And this is absolutely crucial, the right-hander on way up in this group.
Uriarte and Pratama, a bit like yesterday. Just Uriarte then, the series favourite coming into this year, who is leading the way, but not for long. Has been
to the backs, onto when they get round here onto the back. So to the left and up the inside, it's David Gonzalez.
Swapping places around various parts of the track then. Morelli sitting tight. Benyat Fernandez tries to go up the inside, fails that time around.
And you saw there the 13 of Hakim, who takes the lead. He's determined to make up for yesterday's disappointment. But
in third position. Daniel just behind him as well. Here is
Danish. He's in the hunt there very much in 5th place, just ahead of Veda Pratama. And who's
Brian saying, get behind me, stick behind me, I'll take you far away. And that fast and flowing section of the track, that's not really an overtaking spot, Christian, but he didn't quite make it. Christian Daniel in 3rd there, lurking. That's where he started on the grid. I'm not sure actually.
Yeah. Right, now they're out the drive onto the back straight, and I think
it's stick there. So we've got track limits warnings for Agostinelli, Brown, Mondignane, and he would dearly love to come away with the win. He feels so good this weekend, as we saw in the pre-show. Yes,
Veda wasn't getting out of the corner yesterday as well as he needs to, and I think he's got the same problem here.
Danish.
Hakim Danish, yeah, that is very much a warning. All 3 abreast again on
today, but the problem is 16 other odd riders trying to do exactly the same.
He's too tight into that right-hander, and there's Brian, those guys getting much better drive. Morelli! No plan B takes the lead.
Brilliant. No playing thing.
And as we discussed yesterday, nobody, showing any kind of advantage. They'd drive onto the back straight.
Well, I'll tell you what, full throttle through Curvone with a couple of damp patches there. And be up there once again. He's been a little bit quiet this year, hasn't he? Not what we expect.
Still not lapping quite as quick as they did in qualifying. So in theory, they can go quicker. But
they're not short of any kind of courage. At 8:53 in the morning here in Mizan. From the Argentina, kicked off the year with a 5th and a 4th place.
Absolutely impossible so far for anyone to break away. Let's see if Uriarte
then. So Uriarte, crown champion yesterday, in it for the win here. He got his first podium in Le Mans race 2. He's not been on the podium since.
Uriarte can do it. He's a little bit further ahead of the 70th Christian Daniel Jr.
Today as well. Wants to sign off from Rookies Cup as the equal most successful. This is what we want to see from Morelli. Morelli.
Yeah, he had 2 wins last year and could hold the advantage, and he's very good at the end of the straight here, but they're picking up the slipstream. They're going to catch him.
Rookie ever. What a title that would be heading up to Moto 3 next year.
At the moment, we want to see him on the top step of the podium, and Brian desperately trying to keep his KTM. They've caught him already. He goes from first to where going into the stands with Andrew Piqueras on 11, and Brian Morelli has 10 off the green stuff there as he chases Morelli away from the first corner.
And of course, him and Morelli came to blows back
Corner. He's got back to third, fourth place. Up the inside is Benyat. So with David Gonzalez right on his tail, Veda Pratama in third place. They flash across the sun.
In Saxon Ring, didn't they? And look at the gap then with the chasers. They are on it. They are.
Fernandez
Pushes a wide go, and it's going to be Mounsey who leads coming out of San Donato then. But for how long will Benyat
Finish line for the first time?
Christian Daniel Jr. can now take his long lap penalty. He's down in 14th place. Gonna catch them, I think, Peter. It was 6/10 of a Sanders. Get him on the cutback. He does.
Squeeze
him out. Look at that.
Ooh.
Brilliant. Vasselli is the American, so he's got a couple of laps to actually try and take that. Got pushed back through second as they come across the first intermediate split there. So I think that's it. The lead gets it back straight again. Go on, Solly, have some of that. Go on, yes, there. That's what. Oh, that was the order to 14th on that opening lap. Not the one he would have wanted. Meanwhile, Benyat Fernandez, who became leading pack, have been caught officially. Fastest rider on track is that rider there, number 7 of Benyat.
Move over.
Brutal but fair. Well done, Sully. That was as collided with yesterday, up into 11th place now.
Yes, I say Benyat had a ring.
Fernandez,
and of course that group of 5 punches a big hole in the air, and that drags the other guy.
Aggressive is it?
Too wide.
He goes wide, way wide. He's got to cut it back a bit. Oh, and then he's alongside
Arm yesterday, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down at the moment. He's doing very well.
So we have
into the slipstream very effectively. So it's Brian Iriarty takes up the lead from Veda Pratama.
Fernandez again,
and he's gone from first all the way back to like 6th.
Danish in 7th place, just behind Marco Morelli, up 3 places from his starting. So heavy on the brakes, and it's really steep downhill into turn 4 there. You can see the rear wheel of
place just in one corner there.
Oh, goodness me. Well, that was
he must have got into the wrong gear or something coming into the
point on the grid. Luca Agostinelli, the number 9, the Vietnamese rider in 8th position. This is by
that left-handed. I don't think it was just, well, maybe just outbraked himself, but anyway. Well, he's trying.
Uriarte is just popping off the ground momentarily as they now come into the fastest